morning, good evening, and wherever you are in the world, welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. On this episode of Milan Coast to Coast, the boys are going to be talking about that red card fiasco that happened in the capital. Milan Lazio, what a game it was. Maybe not the greatest game in regards to football, but quite a shit fest in the end. We're going to talk about VAR. We're going to talk about red cards. Then the boys are going to take you to school and bust out the report card. We're talking Primavera because they are progressing, baby. And we're going to be talking about the preview for Milan's huge clash against Slavia Praha coming out Thursday. We got the rumor mill churning out some stuff early. And, of course, we're looking for those questions in the chat. So if you want to be a part of the show, put your questions. Gio and Fabio will address them at the end of the show. But before we do anything, what you gotta do, you gotta save the day like Okafor. Make sure, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you're up to date with all of our latest videos. Smash the like button. Leave a comment below. And please follow us on all our socials, especially Patreon. Gio, it's an early Saturday morning today. Coast to coast on the weekend. Have you got your pancakes and coffee ready?
I'm ready, Freddie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Milan Coast to Coast.
Milan Weekly Podcast presents Milan Coast to Coast with your hosts, Gio and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa Giro in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, col capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Teo Hernandez, coast to coast, nel numero 19.
Leao carica il mancino! Eccolo qua! Rafa Leao!
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Let's bring us in. How you doing this morning? I know it's a little different. It's coast to coast on the weekend. So good morning and good afternoon for some of you watching. Me and Gio come in live, of course, from Long Island, New York, and Southern California. We are Milan!
Coast to coast, baby. We up in here. Get your coffee ready. Get your tequila. Get your bourbon. Get your whiskey. Let's get it.
Oh, you're damn right, baby. G, how you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good, man. 3 points. I'm feeling good. Maybe not my heart, but it's feeling good. It's feeling good.
I know. I hear you. We gotta get Milan on that fucking insurance card. That's what I need so they can start paying some of my insurance bills. Good morning to you guys in the chat, man. Fuji's funny. He's got his pajamas on, a bowl of cereal ready. Saturday, coast to coast morning. Yeah, damn right. Good morning to Marcus. Good morning to Maria. Good morning to Roberto. Always in there. Roberto's on early, man. He don't mess around. Good morning to our brothers in Dublin. Colin, Milan Club Dublin in the building. Good morning to everybody joining us. Liban Youssef, of course. Everybody else joining us, we appreciate you. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything that's going on today, we got to talk just a little bit of housekeeping. Big tournament coming. It's, again, Fondizzone Milan happening, EAFC tournament. It's going to be the 13 best guys. 3 guys already got the bye because they were balling last year. So Presidente did us all a favor and pushed them to the next round. But there's a huge matchup. You got to check the channel. You got to check the channel because it's me versus Presidente. It's an MWP battle for supremacy of the EAFC. I want to call it FIFA so goddamn bad, but I can't do it. But unbelievable stuff. This tournament is coming. You're going to see some live reactions, some other stuff. It's going to be crazy. Me and Presidente, I told Presidente I need video footage. video footage, because I don't believe it's going to be him on the other side of the controller. I know one of his kids, who probably balling at this game, going to whip my ass. I said, no, President, I need proof. I need proof. So that's where we're starting today. If you haven't already checked it out, check it out. It's going to be in the chat, in the Patreon chat. We're going to put some videos up of it. Being President, they kind of battled a little bit, but who's going to win? I don't know. It's an MWP derby, all right? Winner gets full control of MWP. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. And so I'm trying to incorporate. I know Vinny loves wrestling, so if we add these extra stakes, it gets really crazy. But maybe I could get some beer money. I could get some beer money, right, G? You think I'm going to be able to defeat Presidente? I don't know. He's great in possession.
Fabio, 4-0, Fabio.
4-0. Listen, Presidente, he's great at possession. He's not great at scoring goals. Great at possession. If there was an award for possession, he would do great. He would do great. But let's get into it, man. Let me look. The Jokers were in the Capitol last night, baby, and we were running amok because they couldn't handle the heat, G. They couldn't handle it. I'll tell you, they couldn't take the heat, this Lazio team, despite us looking awful for most of the game. Let's go through it. Let me put the banner up here. All right. This show is called Okafor Saves the Day, and it's kind of self-explanatory. Milan gets a 1-0 victory. Let's go through the game here. Let me, where was my next? There it is. That is the fucking, the only thing that you need to know about this game was this. Let's start at the beginning of the first half. Now, Lazio technically has most of the good chances in the first half. Pellegrini has a great chance on a corner, which Kier really gets lucky because this Pellegrini basically heads it and just barely misses the far post. That would have been a real shocker early in the game. Castellano gets a shot right on Mike that he just shoots wide in the 10th minute. So already 2 chances early in the game. We're not looking good. They can't really hold possession. Every time we get possession, there's always one errant pass, and there it goes. We lose it immediately. Luis Alberto, again, 10 minutes was that second shot. We don't get another good opportunity until the 39th minute. That's how boring this first half was. Luis Alberto gets a shot that Mike easily saves. And then after that, finally, in the last few minutes of the game, Milan wakes up. Of course, our boy Teo Hernandez, Capitano Teo today, he goes on a great individual run that gets to Pulisic, who shoots and just blasts it at Provedel, who saves it easily. And that's the first shot on goal. That's in the 45th minute. 45 minutes. Fucking ridiculous. Then, on the ensuing corner, Giroud produces one of the worst headers I've ever seen. I mean, wide open at the far post, and this guy hits somebody in the 6th or 7th row in the stands. I mean, terrible. And they got a track, so it's not close. Really bad shot by Giroud, but we go in 0-0. Very lackluster first half. What were you thinking at this point at 0-0? Did you think, guys, this is a shit game for us here on Friday? What were you thinking?
I was thinking, Florenzi and Kyer need to come off because, they can't play these consistent run of games. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Pioli giving other people chances. I don't know if Tereshano might be another Lacetic, another $5 million waste down the drain because, I mean, he's healthy. At least this guy's healthy and he's fit, ready to go. But, and then Kyer, I mean, I've been telling everybody he cannot play this many games. His legs are done, and that's what's happening. He looking shaky. Yeah, he made a big save. But that one in the corner in the first half, he just let Pellegrini go. He just said, go. If you want to shoot it. But other than that, Fabio, Florenzi, Kyer, and Benbeni were scaring me in the first half. But we make it out. Unscathed. Thank God.
Yeah, it's very true. Because, again, like I said, 3 of the 5 chances that really happened in the first half, which is pathetic, in 45 minutes. 3 of them were from Lazio. Again, every time they looked to make a long pass, they would lose possession easily. We were easily cutting out their passes, but we weren't able to do anything. We couldn't get anything through the middle. We'll talk more. But the game were to change here as soon as we get into the second half. In the 56th minute, the game gets completely out of hand. Pellegrini, already on a yellow card, for some reason, thinks that instead of just playing the ball out, to getting played to stop. He thinks that Pulisic should just stop trying to get the ball, despite the fact the ball is still in play, in bounds. And for some reason, he shoves Pulisic out, and then when Pulisic gets a touch on it to get around him, he yanks him back to easily get the dumbest yellow card you could get and gets red carded off. So immediately Lazio's down to 10 men. I mean, honestly, he deserved it. He was too busy looking because he thought, I think it was Castellano, or whatever that guy's name is. He looked like he got touched. Maybe
They say Tati.
Was it Tati? All right,
Tati Castellanos.
All right, Tati. Tati looked like he got a little flicky on the nose there by Benacer, of course. So he falls like he's been shot like JFK. But why Pellegrini thinks that Pulisic should not even try to get, like, you play the fucking game until the whistle. Let's not be stupid, all right? And that's exactly what he was. Poor Strasbourg Steve, who was live with us on the watch along, was just beside himself. I mean, thought it was ridiculous, and it was so dumb. So great play by Pulisic, being a little fucking pit bull out there. I loved it. All right, now in the 65th minute, we make a couple substitutions. Benacer comes off because he was not having a great night. Reindeers come on. Adley, Adley ends up coming in for Okafor in the 70th minute. But there's a great play with Adley before he gets substituted. Him and RDL make a kind of 1-2 pass touch. They end up getting to Giroud, who ends up just kind of weakly kicking it to Provedel because he couldn't actually get a good shot on it. So now here comes more opportunity. In the 74th minute, Pulisic gets an unbelievable cross to Loftus-Cheek, who one-times it, who just blasted again. Provedel was pretty decent tonight, makes a good save. Kier, and this is where Kier earns his money. Not even a minute later, they're countering and attacking us. There's a chance. Immobile is wide open in front of the net by himself, and Kier makes a diving interception to stop it. Now, he doesn't actually get the ball out. It still ends up to another Lazio player who somehow gets it back to Immobile, who kicks it wide. Super fucking lucky there to avoid them scoring. So right there, I'm like, we're all sweating bullets. We're fucking shitting ourselves, right? Not even a minute later, Tejani Reindeers. One of the things why we have so much faith in this guy and we believe he has so much potential is he puts in a great through pass to Leao. Leao takes a shot, it deflects off a defender. Provedel can't stop it, gets in the net, 1-0. We're all celebrating. But here comes the bullshit, all right? There's a lot of bullshit in this game, and this is one of them. This is one of them right here. They said with this image, because they had the balls to never replay the actual fucking image, they showed this and said Leao was offsides, and they disallowed the goal. Unbelievable. Where is he offsides? Was it his armpit hair? What was the tip of his dick offsides? Is that a playable fucking position? And what the hell are we doing now? Tell me, G, what the fuck is this?
And even the guy's shoulder, which is playable right here, this part is like it's over whatever layout is. But I mean, I don't really know. But I mean, the commentator Bonetti, like he was like, "Oh yeah, offsides." Like, huh? But they didn't even show the offside. So how am I supposed to know it's offside?
Exactly. They showed this fucking Disney animated graphic here.
And then he said offside. Like, how is this offside? But okay, so we go on. He said, what, shirts? I don't know, but it was just crazy. And they didn't even want to show the replay, Fabio. No, that's the reason they know they on that bullshit. You know, Morata called them up. Said, I need Milan to get out of Champions League. And, you know, I know Bologna's behind them. I know Atalanta's behind them. Call some bullshit. And that's what he did. I'm sorry, because we've been getting like effed over on a lot of calls lately. And I'm not going to say it's conspiracy. You know, shout out to my brother Vinny, because he doesn't think it's conspiracy. I think it's the stupid people that are with the league. They want to make Milan look like a laughing stock. To be honest with you,
that's true. Bonji saying it was the tip of his third leg that was offside. You're right, man. You're right. And so this bullshit, right, is what we had to deal with, right? And then now, Tejani has a nice opportunity. He ends up, of course, kicking it wide.
Tribuna, otra vez.
Yeah, again, it wasn't one of his most egregious kicks, but it wasn't good. Now, let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for. Now, let's get a little from the beginning here. The progression starts. Castello again goes on a great run, keeping the ball. He passes to Leao, who Leao finds Okafor, who puts in a good shot, but Provedel, this son of a bitch, saves it again. Giroud gets the rebound, tries to put in a shot, but a defender blocks it. It luckily goes back to Okafor, who loads up and blasts it again, but this time it had enough zing on it that Provedel, despite getting a hand on it, could not keep it from going into the net. 1-0 Milan. Good for Noah Okafor. We're finally on top. This shit house of a game, 88 minutes, and we are there. 1-0. Now we just have to hold off the insane rest of the game here. RLC ends up kind of deflecting the ball when Lazio's attacking, and luckily Immobile puts a shot that just goes wide of Mike's target, wide left. So thank God of that. Otherwise, our RLC we would have been beating those cheeks this morning. Pause. And then in the end, the shit show begins. Pulisic is proven every dollar is worth it, baby, because this guy ends up getting a yellow for pulling Benghazi, whatever the fuck this guy's name is.
Guendouzi.
He's a doozy of a name. And he's got that Strasbourg Steve hair. He gets a red because he basically goes elbows up like he wants to fight Pulisic, who's easily getting a yellow. He's just trying to stop him. I mean, getting a little crazy at the end. Guendouzi gets a red card. Then, who's it? Marozic? This other guy.
Yeah.
Marozic, he's just complaining, ends up getting a red card for dissent. So Lazio's down three guys. These guys want days off, I guess. They don't feel like playing. So they're going to be missing 3 guys for their following game. End up with 8. An 11-on-8 advantage, despite it literally being the last seconds of the game. And that's how it ends. 1-0. Red card shit show. Let's get to it, G. Everybody in the chat, you know what it is. Time to get to school. Let's go. Let's start with Mike, baby. What's your grade on Mike?
He made some saves, Fabio. I'm going to give him a B. Fabio, he made some saves, no goals, so I got to give him a B. So I'm gonna say it like that.
You're going to say B?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I kind of thinking about it, and I feel like B is a fair score. There was a few times that he had to make a decent save, but other than that, he wasn't overly bothered, especially in the second half. There were a couple of moments that could have been extremely dangerous, which his teammates put him in that position, but he did everything. So I think B is a fair grade. What's the chat saying on Mike? All right, Leban Youssef is saying B. Tick Size is saying C. Lazio players are all trying to get a bye week. That's what Funzi Fundits is saying. So, look, they're saying, Leban saying B, Tick saying C. I think B is fair because he did enough. No egregious errors, no penalties for him not to stop. So we'll do that. Let's go to Florenzi now. What's your opinion of Florenzi's game? Because they're giving him a 7.1 here, which I thought is fairly high. He ends up getting substituted for Calabria in the 64th minute. So, what say you?
I'm gonna give him a D for dog shit. He's been dog shit the last 4 games, and I'm sorry, like him and his partner next to him cannot be playing that many consistent games because it's starting to show. He was getting abused. Everybody, Twitter, even the commentators was like, "Whoa, Florenzi's getting abused, bro." Yeah. And when everybody's on that one accord, so D for dog shit, and hopefully he doesn't play the next game, but. I mean, who's coming in to replace him? Calabria, another guy that's playing dog shit. So, I mean, it's dog shit for dog shit, you know, because they don't want to let the young demon in Tereshano, maybe Tereshano, like running through them girlfriends or something. I don't know why they don't want to let him go. But D for dog shit.
You call him a young demon. What the fuck are you talking about?
He's 20 years old. He's a young demon.
What have you seen that this guy is a demon? He's a demon. Get the fuck out of here.
He was playing good. Fabio. He was playing good. I mean, we should have just left him on.
Not for Verona, maybe. Not for us.
Yeah, we should have. Well, bro, he's only played a total of like 9 minutes for us. What do you want?
One of those minutes was pure dog shit. Okay, let's keep it in perspective. We're talking about Florenzi here. Not about no demon dog or whatever you're talking about. All right, listen. Florenzi, not one of his best performances. I think he's a penalty giving demon. That's exactly right. I don't know what the hell we're talking about here. All right, so I think C is more of a fair grade for Florenzi. He didn't have necessarily his best game, but he didn't do anything really egregious to warrant a D or F. So I think I'm going. Leban Youssef saying C. Tick Size is saying C best. I think that's fair. I think you're being a little too harsh. So let's move to Kier here. Now, Marcus is giving Kier straight off the bat. Straight off the bat, he's giving him an F. Now, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. To say, Mark, that's a little too harsh. A little too harsh. What's your opinion of Kier?
I was gonna give him a F, but you convinced me.
Oh my God!
Hold on.
Guys fucking kidding me?
Hold on. You convinced me, Fabio. You convinced me because he made that save, so he goes up for a D. You know, they dancing the Macarena on. He can't even keep up with Bachata. His legs are done, Fabio. See, Florenzi and Kyer, that's not their problem. That's the manager's problem. Because he knows that Kyer's legs been done since a season ago. They were trying to sell him in the summer. So, like, let's start being honest and stuff like that. So, Kyer, F. D. My bad.
Shout out to D. Tick Size is saying D too.
Yeah.
Mark
D.
is saying F. All right. Mark is saying
D for these nuts.
Listen, he wasn't that bad. Timmy's with me here. Ponji's saying we got a clean sheet. How can you guys be so harsh to the defense? I'm with you. You go back and watch the highlight. Kier deserves at least a B for that fucking block. Yes. And first of all, Kier makes a lot of good long ball passes. You guys are bugging. The disrespect to the fucking Viking is some shit that I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget this, guys, all right? I'm saying B. You're saying D because you're always looking for that D or whatever you're saying. Ponzi's agreeing with me. He's saying B. Good morning, Andon. Good morning, Timmy. Listen, I just saying, bro. Kier was decent. 80 minutes. Timmy's saying B2. It's a B. Go watch the highlights. Watch him distribute the ball. Kier is still solid. All right.
Is he a number 10 or is he a defender? No. Let's start at. Okay, maybe he's the 10.
No. First of all, you got the German vibranium. No, first of all, no. All right. But the point is, G, stop naming numbers and positions. You know he's the center back. Don't play yourself. All right. Kier B, Timmy. Colin Kier B. Leban Youssef B. Watch the highlights, guy. All right? Yeah, he's a defender and he's a 10. Unbelievable. We were playing Kaká in the wrong position all these years. He should have been a center back because he's a 10. What the hell are we talking about here? Kier was decent yesterday. Yes, he's still not fast. You don't want him taking on Vinny Jr. or Mbappe. No, all right? But yesterday, he did solid. Why are you fucking hating on him? Again, if he's not there, it is easily.
Thank you, Andon. Thank you.
No, you guys are bugging. We get a clean sheet for like a few great plays by certain players, and we're talking about everybody gets an F? No. Kier gets an A.
Lab Gorilla, fix your Wi-Fi out there in UK or Florence where you at. I know you're a traveler. He barely giving Magic a B, bro. Lab Gorilla, my guy. Fix the Wi-Fi.
No, he likes doing that. He's always a little behind. You know, he's ahead on the game, behind on our chat. All right, so look, Kier's getting a B, all right? And Kier's a false 9 now. That's what he is. That's it. Kier's a B. I don't want to hear it. Go watch the highlights. Stop playing yourself. All right. Gabia, his center back pairing. Let's go. I know Gio's had a raging hard-on since this guy came back. Talk to us, G.
Man, shout out Gabia, Euro 2024 starter. Shout out to him.
You're bugging.
If Kyer's getting a B from like everybody in the chat, then you know Gabita, he getting a motherfucking A. Shout out Gabia, man. Everybody's been writing about it. Longo Vitello. And they said whatever he was eating over there, he was eating that same shit that Shane be eating, paella. He was drinking some estrellas. And look at him now, baby. I love me some Gabia, man. Shout out to him. He really, he's the only one that's been keeping his promise, saying that he was going to get his opportunity. He was going to take it, and Gabia has done this. Hey, I love me some Gabia, man. 2024 starter, Bastoni or paired up with Gabia. I'm telling you now, Spalletti.
Oh my God! First of all, I don't know what the hell Gio's talking about him starting in the Euros. Stop it, G. I don't like this insanity you keep trying to preach here. All right, Timmy saying B, Ponji saying A, Liban Youssef A. Tick Size is saying if Kier got a B, then Gabia's an A. I don't know about that. Gabia A for Marcus. I would just say this: there were a couple of moments that I thought were solid. Gabia had one moment where he was pressing still on the right side. Was it? They have good shit. Peds? I hear they. What are we talking about here?
The same shit Pogba was taking.
No. Stay away from that. I think B equally as Kier, I think is a fair grade. He did again his job. Honestly, I think he did a solid performance again. A couple of times I feel like maybe he lost the ball a little bit, but everything else, Gabia was solid, just like Kier. They kept a clean sheet. They're rating him a 7.2. All right, I don't really know what their ratings are, but B is fair. Marcus saying B is fair. I think B is all good. Let's go. All right, let's go to Teo Hernandez, the poor guy I forgot last time when I was doing it by myself. All right, Teo Hernandez. Now, for me, this one here, Teo's an A. Teo's an A all the way. All right? All the way. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you want to hate. I know Gio dying to hate on Teo. Despite him dick riding all year on Teo, now he's going to hate, right? Teo had a few great runs this game. Again, defensively solid. He is the highest rated guy here on FODMAP. And I'm not using that as really a fucking good reason of why I'm giving him an A. But I'm just saying, Teo is an A all the way today. I think he was good enough. Yes, he didn't score a goal, but the runs that he was making, including the run that led to the goal to start the whole build-up play, I think I'm somewhere between an A and B, but I'm leaning A because that's Capitano right there. I like when he's captain, he takes charge, and he played well today. This was an ugly game, but he put in a decent performance. What say you? Talk your bullshit now.
All right, man. Shout out Theo. He been hearing my motivation. I was gonna give him an A, Fabio, but then he took that stupid ass free kick that should have been dangerous, and that shit. I don't know what the hell he was drinking.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So you get knocked out to a motherfucking B. Shout out my brother. Shout out my brother, Peter in the MWP chat. He said, "Bravo, Theo." That shit was some bullshit. That free kick. So you get in a B.
Yeah, I think it's fair. Take size saying B as well. Theo had a good game for sure. Colin saying so deserves a high score. B is still a high score. B is good. I think we can agree on B. We'll go with there. All right, let's get to Benacer because. Lab Grill is not sure I was watching the same game. No, I watched it. I wasn't happy about it. All right. Benacer. My God. Benacer was awful. Awful. I don't think he was good. He hasn't been good in a few games. And he was one of the guys that I thought we should have substituted. I was glad when he did get substituted for Reindeers. And that's just me. I'm giving a C for Benny. Colin's saying he thinks maybe he's not 100%. He might be right, but he just doesn't look. He doesn't look well right now. He hasn't been playing great, and yeah, I'm going with a C, and I think I'm being fucking generous there.
Fabio, he's probably not 100% fit, but the Benny that I remember is you couldn't take the ball for him. Now he's giving the ball up. Like I don't know if people in the chat believe in Santa and shit like that, but he's better than Santa. Like he'll lose it in the midfield. He won't even track back. I don't even think he's in shape, to be honest with you. I think he's been eating a lot of carbs, and he need to slow down because you know how I know there was one that he gave up in a bad possession and he didn't even chase after the guy. He was like, you know what, my legs ain't there. So I think Benny, I'm gonna give him a D. I'm gonna give him a D because like before you couldn't take the ball off him. Now he's giving it away for fun. Like it's like he should be like at the line at Disneyland, and then your whole family could come in for free, and then you just saved yourself like 200,000.
Shit, that would be great. That's a good side gig right there. Let's get that going. Mark is saying if Benny's a C, Adley's going to be a D. Oh Lord. Colin's saying C is probably fair for Benny. Tammy's thinking Benny was a B. Leban Yusuf is saying C. Tick Size is saying C. Lap Gorilla says Benny ain't ready to play.
Yeah, true. Me and Lap Gorilla, shout out to my brother. Me and him, we know what we're talking about over here. But you know what, Fabio? I'm going to skip over you, and I'm going to say him and Adley, that's a relegation midfield. If you ever play that again, Pioli, you're a fucking idiot because those two players right now, especially Benny not being 100%, Benny giving up the ball like it's fucking Christmas. And then Adley, I don't know, bro. Both of them, if you put them in Salernitana, they going down. Okay, they're getting relegated. So, and for me, Adley, he's an F.
Oh my Lord!
He was dog shit, Fabio. Let's start being honest. He's another one that wants to be a talker. Oh, I had a bad game versus Monster, so I came back this, and now you're being dog shit again. No. Step your game up. Stop talking. The only person that could talk is Gabriel because he's a man of his word. Other than y'all, I don't care about Dale, Magic, Leal, Giroud, Pulisic, Loftus. Y'all full of shit. Y'all liars. Only Gabriel said that he's promised to come here and do what he's doing. He doing what he's doing.
I mean, there's a lot of caca coming out right now. I can't believe this. I'm kind of on the range of I think Adley was a C. If Benacer was a C, he's a C because he did just as much and just honestly, Adley is somewhere between a D and a C. He wasn't great, but Adley was much more kind of active than Benacer was. To me, I think Adley is either a D or C, and that's fair. He did worse than Benny. That's what Timmy's saying. Colin saying just give Adley a D and let's move on. Anton saying F for the full team. What the fuck? That's the spoiler right there, Anton. I don't even want to hear it. All right? Adley was not an F. I would just say he deserves a headbutt, but he got it at the end of the game. That's fucked up. I am not rooting for violence against my own team unless it's Jovic because he's an idiot. All right, I'm going to say D and we'll move on. Let's go with Loftus Cheek. Now, Big Cheeks, well, he was spreading that bullshit again, all right? For me, I said Lofty. He had a good chance, man. Good chance that he fucked up big time. So I'm giving him a C. Played the full game. He ended up actually switching positions, dropping back, having to be one of our two midfielders at some point when we switched out Adley and Benacer. So it was him and Reindeers in the midfield. I think C is a fair grade for him. They given him a 7.7, so he was pretty good actually. Look, the way we go back and forth. B for Loftus Cheek, while Gorilla says Loftus Cheek was horrendous, unbelievable. Mark is saying C. What say you, G?
Fabio, he can't even go into the Akiway and get a chopped cheese. He'll say never, get the fuck out of here. But not Loftus, bro. Like, I don't know. He has a good game. He's commanding, but in this game, remember, SMS wasn't on the other side, so I was waiting for him to like dominate Fabio because he's an animal, bro. Like body, everything. He's tough. But I was waiting for him to dominate, so I'm gonna give him a C minus, Fabio. He cold borderline
C minus. How dare you?
And then he's been scoring goals lately, and then the shots that he had is straight at the keeper. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I think C is fair, man. You'll go C minus. You're on my grade.
If you go see the Aki way, he not even giving you a bath neither. So get out of here.
Never. All right, let's go. Let's move it on. All right, let's go to the pulley way. All right, because the pulley was a pimple this game. Pulisic with a motherfucking A today for balling out, for pushing motherfuckers, for getting in Lazio's head. They couldn't handle him. Pulley was amazing today. Despite not getting an assist, despite not getting the goal, the fact that he caused these motherfuckers to lose their mind, Pulley gets an A. I dare you to talk shit. I dare you, G.
This grading is different. I'm gonna give him the letter D because he was a fucking dog.
He's a dog.
He was chasing. See, if Pulley did what he did in this game, like he was lively, he was like trying to get people sent out, and he does that all the time. That's what people want to see. But what people just see about Pulley is that he just scores goals and he doesn't assist, but he doesn't really look good during the game. But I'm gonna give him a D, but a good D because he was a fucking dog, and that equals like an A.
This chat is getting out of control. Out of control. He'll be taken out whenever in Rome again. A for Captain America. Pulisic, unsporting midget. Fuck that guy. Take sides. What the hell? Pulley was on some World War II level U.S. dominating Nazios. Oh, baby. He needs an assist or a goal for that A. You might be right, Tim, but I'm giving him an A. A good D is like an A. The chat is on fire. Is on fire. I said, look, performance-wise, probably B is fair. But the dog gets him to an A. Listen, I don't make the rules. But I enforce them, bitch. Let's go to Leao. All right, Leao, I think I'm giving him a 7.1 here. Now, despite being robbed of a goal again, all right, VAR doesn't know what they're doing. I think Leao,
that would have been an own goal, Fabio. So he was not
true,
getting the goal.
But still, was Leao's shot. All right. Now, I think I'm kind of in the C to B area. Where are you with Leao?
I'm at the D to C because from his last game, Fabio, where he was all over the pitch. So see, the thing with Leao, what irks my nerves is when we needed him in that Scudetto run. Remember that, guys? The last 10 game, he was unplayable. And now being at 24, 25, he has to have at least 30 games a year like that. Yeah, he gotta be on that same level of my favorite player right now. And Tim knows my favorite player right now is Vinny Jr. I think Vinny Jr. is unstoppable, man. This motherfucker is crazy, man. And I think that's what Leao needed to do. Like, it's now we're going on 2 years, no Scudetto, and he hasn't raised that level. We all thought, like, when he went crazy, especially those last 5 games, it was crazy. Fabio, you remember those last 5 games of the Scudetto?
Yeah,
he went ham, and he was unplayable. So I thought that maybe, I don't know, he got mad. Maybe he got mad because he did try to do like 3-4 assists last game, and everybody missed it. So, I mean, maybe he said, nah, bro, I'm not going to put in all that effort and y'all missing show. So, but I'm going to give Leao, I'm going to give him a D, Fabio, because last game he was an A+++ universe, and he went to infinity and beyond. Shout out the new Buzz Lightyear movie coming out soon. But yeah, Fabio, I have to give him a D, Fabio.
There's a new Buzz Lightyear movie coming out? Yeah. I must not know, man. I'm not going to know. All right, I'm saying B. You're saying D. Let's end on C and just move on. Now, speaking of D, this D has been bothering you all year, but Giroud was not good this particular game. He wasn't. He had a couple of chances, but didn't come through. So for me, I'm giving Giroud a D here. Despite him, they're giving him a 7.2. Where do they get these fucking ratings?
It was a Friday night, Fabio. So, I think Foot Mob is located in England, or shout out my brothers in Ireland. And, they be drinking just like
That's
us.
True, bro.
On a Friday night, I'll be drinking. So if I'm drinking, I know my.
You'll be drinking?
Yeah, I'll be drinking. I was drinking La Mano yesterday.
La Mano? That's usually who you take home on a date. Anyway, let's move on. What's your grade for Drew?
I'm looking, I don't know, Fabio, like these last 2 games, they weren't for him because there was so much open space, and that comes down to the manager. So I'm not going to be harsh on him because I feel that if the manager is really managing, then Giroud could succeed. But these last 2 games, when there's open space, it's not a game for him because you saw the shot that he shot straight at fucking Provedel. It was because he's behind the play.
Yeah.
And he's trying to catch up. So that's why when I said halftime, it was not saying that Giroud was dog shit. It was just saying that, when there's more open space, he can't keep up. When we're on the break, he's not going to keep up. So I'm going to just give him a C, and that's based off fucking Pioli, because he doesn't know how to read the game, Fabio. Yeah. Pioli does not know how to read the game.
You're probably right there. All right, so let's get to the substitutions now before we get to Pioli. First two substitutions were Calabria for Florenzi and Benacer coming out for Rangers. So what are we going to say regarding these two substitutes?
Calabria F.
Calabria F. Holy shit.
I didn't really see him. They didn't even call his name. So, I mean, he wasn't even existent in that game. So, F.
And what about Rangers?
Rangers, man, he would have been like at least a B. But since he only came up for the last 20 minutes, I mean, I'm going to just give him a standard C.
Yeah, 25 minutes, yeah. I think he was a little higher than a C this game. He did pretty decent. Again, one stupid shot that didn't at least find the target. But he did make a couple of great passes. He would have got the assist on Leao's own goal, shot, whatever you want to call it. But I thought he was pretty solid. For Tejani, I'd give him a B. A good, despite being a new papa, right? He was not sleeping much. That's why I heard he didn't get to start. But I think we could all agree it's time to put Tejani back in the starting lineup because Benacer does not have it at the moment. I don't know if Benny and Tejani could work well together, but it just wasn't good. All right, so Okafor came in the 71st minute for Adley to kind of go 2-2 up top and push Loftus-Cheek back. So I felt Okafor obviously was the game changer with his 20 minutes that he was given. He was able to find the goal. I mean, the persistence on that one. First shot, which caused the save, getting the second shot and kicking it hard enough to cause the goal. You got to give Okafor an A. These performances he gets when he's coming off the bench, he's really been putting in a good show. Got to go A for Okafor. What say you?
I just noticed Tick Size been on a rampage this morning. Shout out to him. Go have your coffee, Tick Size, because you don't want to see people. You doing worse than me, man.
You got to emphasize on the tick, all right? Because when
tick,
you say tick size, you say it too fast. It could sound like something else.
Oh,
you know what
no.
I'm saying? But go ahead.
Shout out my brother Hans. He's saying that Okafor is a bum and all that, and he showed you. The bum showed you.
He showed you. That's right. That's the pose I like. Just keep doing those. We're happy with you, Oak. We're happy with you. There's a story about Okafor we're going to get to in a second. And thank you for muting my microphone. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So we got a story coming about Okafor in a second. We're not really going to touch on the Jerry Zlatan interview because, again, it's just a lot of caca. I don't really want to talk about it. Tell me when the stadium is breaking ground, then I'll believe it. But right now, it's all hot air. I think nothing's going to happen till the summer, but we digress.
No, and the stadium ain't never going to happen. You're asking for somebody broke in Zang to come and help you out. Bro, you're just full of shit, Jerry, and that's what I want to stand. My stand is I don't give a fuck. Just like I'm not even going to get into politics, but I ain't like Sleepy Joe. And then I don't like my owner. Fuck him and fuck his lies because he's been fucking, I don't know. He's too busy staring at the Rock's cock and talking shit. So fuck Jerry and fuck him because he's a liar and he's always been a liar. Shout out Joey Coy, bro. Baby.
All right, so let's get back to the topic at hand. Okafor, you giving him an A?
Okafor, man. He's just went up to Hans and he told him. Down my brother Hans.
I like it.
He said he ain't making no difference. He made the difference there, and he made the difference against the racists.
All right, so last two substitutions, which everybody seemed to kind of like, what the hell? We're chasing the game here. And the last two substitutions you make are both center backs. So we put in Tomori and Chow for Gabia and Kier. Gabia had just recently picked up a yellow card, I believe. So they wanted to make a substitution there. So what's your opinion? I mean, they only really had 10 minutes. They were on the field for the winning goal. So definitely Tomori put a post up basically saying, damn, I missed this feeling. So happy for them to be out there. Ideally, Chow and Tomori, with the exception of maybe Gabia filling in for Chow. I don't know if Gabia is strictly a left-sided center back, which is basically Tomori's spot. But what were your opinion of seeing both these guys come in the last
My
game?
opinion is we finally getting healthy, and we getting
Yeah.
healthy now. I need it. I need that Europa League. I need that Europa League. Because I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, Liverpool are in a dogfight to get the Premier League and Cups last year. So if they have to go a week in the Europa League to go strong, in the Premier League to get that thing, then that's fine. But to me, is I like seeing them come in. I'm glad they're healthy because Pioli injured basic blow for them. I just want to say, if Gabia is not starting next game, then we got a fucking problem. And anybody that believes in Pioli, I mean, I feel sorry for you. I'm gonna go to church for you, and I'm gonna pray for you, because that's total bullshit. Gabia has not played no bad games since he's came in. What, like 8-9 games, and you're gonna drop him just because the starters are bad? No, let Tomori get fit. Let Chow get fit. Let them take that spot from Gabia. This shit is Gabia, and that's the only thing that will irk my nerves.
Very true. Very true. All right, last bit on the report card, Pioli. What's your opinion of the way they played today, the substitutions? What's your grade for Pioli today?
F Pioli, because I mean, I would rather watch paint dry than watch that game again. That game was so dog shit. He can't read the game. Two games in a row, Fabio, when they're leaving space in behind, and they can't, and he can't be like, you know what, let me just put Okafor up top, or even move Leao in the middle, and then move Okafor on left. So if Pulisic, Leao, and Okafor are on a fast break, they're all going to be at the same, because they're both fast. I think he's an F, Fabio, because he doesn't know how to read the game. And him celebrating and doing all that shit, that doesn't convince me.
See, I think Andon, he has his anti-Pioli agenda right now. D coming from Cardis, Fitcom Media saying Pioli teams hit an invisible wall in the midfield. Pioli caca poo poo. That's, I know, some of your favorite words. So for me, I'm going to go probably a D as well. I don't want to be too harsh. C seems a little too high with how poorly they were playing in the first half. And in all regards, Lazio took themselves out of the game in the second half with their idiotic yellow cards, and Pellegrini changed the game easily. A couple of chances that they had, if they would have buried, we'd be completely in a different headspace. So I think D is a fair grade from Pioli. Substitutions were a little head-scratching, but in the end, one substitution made the difference. That was Okafor. And speaking of Okafor, let's move on to our next topic. The rumor mill is churning, baby, and it's pushing out bullshit. Rumors of Chuck and Okafor being sold in the summer, even Musa. Now, 3 guys we brought in just this summer. Now, possibly we're talking about maybe selling, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. Now, what's your opinion of this stupid topic here, Jim?
The only one that you're gonna get like more than the 13 million that you paid for is Okafor. Chukwueze, the most you're gonna get is 5 million. And then Musa, he's cut in half because he hasn't been getting a run of games. And why would you sell Musa? Because the stupid manager is putting him at right back and right wing, a position that he doesn't know how to play. Like, what is Pioli trying to do? He's trying to play Kama Sutra on the field or something?
Whoa, that's a different story there. That's a different game all in all.
So, I mean, you can't. Okafor, I think he's worth 30 million now after a couple game winners, big games and stuff like that. In limited minutes, he's got like 4 or 5 goals. So I mean, that's the only one that
you would get rid of Okafor. Chukwueze, again.
But we can't take losses, Fabio. He has to come up next year, and I think if we get Mota next year, I think Chukwueze, he might explode.
You know what? With what you're seeing from CDK, I think you should be very apprehensive from immediately moving on from somebody who is not doing well under Pioli. If you're going to change managers, give Chuck another year, and then if it doesn't work out, you loan him out with a high option to buy. So if the team doesn't want to take it, he comes back, you find another alternative, whatever it is. But something's going on with Chukwueze. And we got to figure out, because the price tag was too high to just let him go. CDK, all in all, might be a very slight loss in regards to everything, but you can't have it happen again. If you do, again, it's more on Pioli. There's other stuff going on. Musa, get rid of the kid. He's 20 years old. Why the fuck would you get rid of him? I think get rid of the coach first. That's what I say. Get rid of the fucking coach. Let's move on here. All right. G, time to talk about one of the things closest to your heart.
Yeah.
Primavera time, baby! 2-2 in the UEFA Youth League against Sporting Prague and Sporting Braga. And what a game, despite an unbelievable goal by Zeroli, our capitano of the Primavera. And I mean, really, we started well with a penalty that we missed, which was bad by Sia. We end up getting a goal, though, getting the lead. They tie it. Then Zeroli puts in an unbelievable cross from Batazagi, who went back to the Primavera, seems to be doing pretty good. And this guy backheels the shit out of it into a great goal. We're going to show you a clip in just a second, but let's show it, G, because this is kind of a little everything. Let me just take these titles down, take our ugly asses off, and show the clip. Look at this right here. Batazagi, boom, backheels it in, and then was the winning penalty kick scorer. Unbelievable. Great job by the young Bucks. That's exactly what we want to see. G, talk to us about the Prima.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of people like Fabio saying that, and Jan saying that Italy ain't got no talent. I mean, the reason that y'all not seeing the fucking talent is because you got stupid managers that don't want to give these young men time. I mean, Zeroli. I mean, if you want it by BBB, like you're gonna start in Dortmund. Like, you know, like they went to go get that left back Matson, that means, and fucking Steve, shout out Lazio Steve. We're talking about that we should go and get if we're gonna replace Dale. No, they go get it, and he starts from game 1, 18 years old. So you think Zeroli's not gonna start in that midfield at BBB when you got old man Witzel, old man Emery Chan? They're like 35, they're 36. I'm not Witzel, somebody else that's an old man up in there. You don't think that he could take their spot? I mean, I'm just proud of the team. I mean, we got ravaged by the injuries in the first team, and then Pioli started bringing them up and just sitting them on the bench, you know. But I'm glad that everybody's healthy now, so we're about to go on this run. We got Real Madrid next, Primavera next, and shit like that. Oh, go back to that guy. Okay, Magic Mike does not want Magic. Now, shout out. Noah Revier. Okay, shout out to him. Look, Magic Mike don't want to sign that contract. We'll sell him. We'll put Sportiello on the sticks for like six months to a year. And Noah Rye, I think he could be Milan starting keeper in like 8 months to a year. I think he's got it. He's 19. And don't say shit, because we have fucking Croissant Man at 16, and he's a better athlete than Croissant Man. And
great saves, man.
No. This guy, I think he's tall too. He's like 6'2". He can distribute the ball, and he does penalty saves. The Andon was the first guy that said that this guy was gonna be top now. So shout out my brother Andon. You know, the one that said that everybody get in there. But Noah Revere, this guy is crazy, man. So I like this guy. and I think in a year, he needs to be the starter. No bullshit that we need a 30-04. No. A Gio is not having that no more. Shout out to the young puppies and shout out to Abate, man. You see, these games, this game was back and forth. Fabio, my heart could take the back and forth, but yesterday's game, the blood pressure and my blood blowing, I cannot take those games. But these games, good. Shout out young puppies.
It was good, man. And despite Braga scoring late in the game, I believe it was the 90th minute to tie the game. Very, very hard to take, but no extra time. They go directly to penalty kicks. 2 saves by the young goalkeeper, and then Zaroli finishing it off. I mean, a lot of jarring back and forth between Braga's goalkeeper and the Milan.
Yeah, we were like,
yeah, a lot of caca being spoken, but in the end, they made it through, and now they're on. You said Real Madrid is the next
Real
team.
Madrid, baby.
Woo-wee!
Man is gonna show them what they missing.
That's true, man. It's true. All right, next topic. You got any questions in the chat? Gee, do we have any questions? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. Did you get? We got one. No, that was Lab Gorilla. I mean, that one we mentioned.
Fabio, are you sure you watched the same game, bro? Did I log into the Rennes home game or the Lazio away game? I don't know, Fabio. What you answer on that one?
I mean, again, the game wasn't great. That we know, but you know, in the end, we got the win. That's all that matters. I don't know. Lab Gorilla had one game on. He was doing a few things, man. He had his eye on a couple of games. I'm not sure he was watching completely. But all right, so no chat questions at the moment. Let's move on to the preview of Milan and Slavia Praha. Now this Thursday, your boy is gonna be in the one spot you better be if you're in the greater New York area, baby. All right, here it is.
Fabio, it's not Slavia Prague, it's Slavia Praha.
Listen, Prague. When I look on ESPN, it says Prague. All right, Praha might be what they call it, but in ESPN, I'm going with their pronunciation. All right, Slavia Praha. All right, then check it out Thursday, March 7th. Your boy's birthday, going to be live at the Football Factory on 33rd and 5th. Go check it out. Come see me. Come support the club. It's a great environment, great experience. Let's go. Gee, what do we think? How do we feel about this game, man?
Let's kill the tie like we did last week. Last time versus Rennes. Let's get a 3-0 lead, maybe a 4-0 lead, and then we could do a change lineup and stuff like that. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for Pioli to I don't know what he's gonna do. He's probably not gonna start Giroud because did he start Giroud last game? No, I don't think he started him. So let's just win, Fabio, and let's go to the quarterfinals, and then let's see who we get in the quarterfinals. To be honest, we're getting healthy, Fabio, and even though I don't really trust in the manager, I feel that our players will get us over the line. Because they want it. They love the fans. Tomori's spoken about it. Okafor spoken about it. Theo, and even Leo, how the fans, they're amazing. They push them forward and everything. If you want to believe that fucking Pioli is doing all this thing, no, they're doing it for us, and we appreciate it. But sometimes they have a lack of concentration. You know, what Pioli did was what we saw yesterday. But let's just kill off the tie. Let's respect the opponent. Because a lot of time Italian teams, they see Slavia Praha, Slavia Prague, Slavia Caca, Slavia Pupus. And then we thinking that we could just show up and we're just going to play them off the park. Nah, these guys, especially from that part of the world, they're fighters. They fight for every inch. Every 50-50 ball, they're going to be there. So if we take them seriously, we can win 3-0, 4-0 versus Rennes. Because remember, we did not beat a low-budget Rennes. Rennes were on a 12-game winning streak, and they went from relegation all the way up to fourth and fifth or sixth and Uber Eats. So let's take this team serious and let's end the tie in the first round. So Timmy and fucking Facebook Frank could go streaking naked in the city of Milano after the game.
You want them to get deported. You don't want them kicked out. They got to be there for the Empoli game.
And they're going to do that after the Empoli game, too. They're going to go streaking down Milano, go straight, slapping Inter's heads, balls with their sausage.
Well, I just say, in regards to Thursday's game, can't take this team lightly at all. I would be more worried if the game with Empoli for Milan to kind of tick down in their level like they usually do. But this game, big game at home. I would love to see, again, another great performance in the Europa League to give themselves a little breathing room. But that might not be a good thing because Milan, as soon as they go to Prague, they might be completely different again. So this is the first time these two teams are ever facing each other. So We need to put in a good performance. They're going to be just as excited as our team will be, but as the away team, there's going to be a lot of pressure on them. I think if we can pull it together and our players come up with the level we think they are capable of doing, man, I can see a 2-0 victory here. That's what I want. 2-0. Let's go into I think 2-0's fair, man. You go 3-0, 4-0. These guys are going to switch off the second game. Pioli's going to start looking at other games. I don't want to deal with that. Keep it 2-0 so Milan has to focus and no bullshit. Because 3-0 turned into a shit show the second game. You disagree?
Yeah. And the Empoli game, we're going to need all the things because you know that manager, he was the same one when Salernitana slapped us up like 2 years ago. So we're going to need to conserve. I say 3-0, Fabio. Like, let's just kill the tie. We chilling, bro. Like, we already know we're
not going to be. Not gonna happen, guys.
Maybe we get Brighton. Maybe we get West Ham.
Don't worry about who we get next. Beat the fucking team in front of you. Beat the fucking team. Respect the opponent you have now before you're looking at the next one. Otherwise, your ass is gonna be sitting home. That's what I say. 3-0, 4-0. You must be smoking a pancake. All right. We almost at the end of the show. Parting shot time, G. Let's go. You first.
Man, parting shots, man. Everybody that's joined us on a Saturday, shout out Tick Size. You know, we don't want to put Fuji's and Funyun right now. He is eating his cereal naked, you know, out there.
Whoa!
In a month.
Cheerios.
Yeah. He's outside. You know, Fuji's and Funny, he got a penthouse out in Toronto. You know, he doing the Drake while eating the cereal.
Drake. The meat.
Liban, Yusuf, Ricardas, Fit Media, you know, my brother Anton, you know, Giorni, you know, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Tim, you know, Lab Gorilla, my brother, you know, Colin, who came
he's
in,
gone. He's watching F1 already.
Marcus, you know, everybody, man, that has came and joined. You know, me and Fabio really appreciate. Shout out Ponji. I really appreciate y'all, man. Especially Colin coming in the chat, man. Like Colin, he a busy man. He out there making that munions, you know, for the Republic of Iron. Nah, I'm talking. This shit is serious. So he doesn't really have enough time. You know, he does his schedule around Milan. So I appreciate my brother Colin for coming out. And yeah, I'm gonna go along with Tick Size, man. Cardinale, like you're a liar.
Appreciate you, Tick. Appreciate you. That's big Tick right there. That's a big Tick Size. Yo, so guys, my parting shot is none other. Please, if you're in the New York area, if you're even wherever you are, find your local club. Don't experience this game on Thursday night by yourself. Be with people. European nights are the best nights for Milan, regardless whether it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right? You gotta be there with the club. And if you're in the New York area, one more time, come through to the Football Factory. I will be there. We want a huge crowd at the Football Factory to represent Milan. Let's fucking go. There's other teams that will be present. There's other shit going on. Also, just a special shout out. You're not going to see us again. There will be no coast to coast next week. Most likely. Maybe on Friday. We're not sure. But what you got to say?
That means that what Fabio's basically saying, if we win 3-4-0, he's gonna be like, we're gonna find him on 34th Street in Manhattan, butt naked or bending over a light post. That's what he's
Whoa! Lord have mercy.
He's gonna be drunk out of his mind.
Listen, I'm not sure. Coast to Coast is very fluid at the moment. I will not be doing a show Thursday night on my birthday. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, he gonna be naked over a pole like this.
Yeah, I got shit going on. I can't commit. Maybe Friday night, me and G, if I can get him to put down the cerveza, maybe we can go Friday night or again Saturday morning. Who knows? But listen, if you're going to be in the New York area on Sunday for that Empoli game, just letting you know, I will be in attendance then as well. We're getting revved up. It's going to be multiple games at the Football Factory for me. So come support the Milan Club NYC. Come, look, you want one of these fucking great scarves? There's only one way you can get it, baby. That's in attendance. We don't ship. We don't do nothing. Or send somebody there to do it. I don't know what to tell you. But if you want some of the best merch in North America, you got to come live and get it at the club. Come see your boy. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Gee, any final words before we peace out today?
Now, Forza Milan, and let's get the win on Thursday, man. Let's go, baby.
Hey, Forza Lotta, vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai. Ale, Milan, ale. Forza Lotta, vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai.